What's up, everybody? Today we are going to be talking about Kawhi Leonard and his decision to leave Toronto. But before we get started, I just want to give a huge shout out to Parks Madison NYC and Yusuf, Kevin, Antron, Raymond, and Corey for going through what they did. There's a great movie on Netflix. It's called When They See Us. It's not a movie. It's a kind of a mini-series, 4-part mini-series. It's fantastic. It's very well written. It's very well directed. It tells an amazing story. The Black Lives Matter movement will not stop. Black Lives Matter. And all lives cannot matter until Black Lives Matter. So with that said, let's get into it. This is Change My Mind, episode 7. Kawhi, you made a huge mistake in leaving Toronto.
Hey. Welcome, Clipper fans, to the game tonight.
All right, so Kawhi Leonard, as we all know, decided not to stay in Toronto after he won Finals MVP for Toronto.
And how present you are in every single moment, every single play, not getting one play ahead or thinking one play behind about what just happened.
I think that's what championship teams do, you know. It's not about what happened or what's going to happen. You have to stay in that moment.
What a bummer, honestly. What a shame. Because the fact that Kawhi Leonard had went to the Western Conference semifinals with the Los Angeles Clippers and got knocked out by the Nuggets, who were down 3-1 in the series, and the Nuggets become the only team to come back from down 3-1 in multiple playoff series and win both playoff series. And the fact that the Clippers blew that and Kawhi played absolutely horrendously in Game 7.
I'm back in this ballgame. I want to put these Clippers away.
Kawhi Leonard misfires. Leonard just 6 of 18 from the field. Leonard sidestep. The runner short. He thought he was fouled.
And that was a very disjointed move by Kawhi Leonard in transition.
Taking and missing shots. This is when your best players got to elevate their game. And the Clippers have disappointed thus far.
He and Leonard, 10 for 37.
Kawhi Leonard just 6 of 22.
Is a little bit of a testament to the fact that he probably should have stayed in Toronto. Toronto as well lost in the Eastern Conference semifinals to the Boston Celtics. That was also a 7-game series, and I can't help but imagine that if Kawhi Leonard had stayed with the Toronto Raptors, they probably would have won that series. They probably would have beaten the Miami Heat as well in the Eastern Conference Finals and gone to another finals. We're talking NBA Finals this time. They probably would have went there. Kawhi would have had a fantastic opportunity to win back-to-back Finals MVP against what seems to be LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers, led by Anthony Davis. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But no, what we're going to address right now is the fact that Kawhi shot worse over the course of the year in Los Angeles. He played less minutes per game, which, okay, you want to load manage, that's awesome. Having said that, was on pace to play more games without the shortened season due to COVID. So think about that. He was playing less minutes by about 2.5 tops, 1.5 to 2.5, but he was on pace to play more games. So the fact that he wasn't sitting out as much in Toronto, he was going to be able to load manage more with Nick Nurse at the helm, as opposed to Doc Rivers. And no offense to Doc, I think Doc's a great coach, but I think that Nick Nurse is definitely climbing up the ranks as one of the premier coaches in the entire league. I just can't help but think that Kawhi Leonard would have been able to load manage a little bit better, would have been better suited to play in the playoffs in a Game 7, and he would have been better off in Toronto. We already have seen Kawhi Leonard in Toronto win a championship, win Finals MVP.
One guy, what's up, baby?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, yo.
I get the Golden State Warriors were injured. I get Klay Thompson wasn't playing. I get Kevin Durant wasn't playing. I get Steph Curry had the weight of the world on his shoulders. But Kawhi nevertheless stepped over the hump, got there, won it all. First championship in Toronto history, 25 years existence, bang, bang, let's go. And the Kawactus left.
It's a plan for Kawhi. It's a Kawhi plan.
It's a Kawhi plan.
It's a Kawhi cactus.
Have a good night, man.
Kawactus.
Coactus. I like it. I like it. It's a plant guy says it's a coactus.
The Kawactus bounced out of the house. And I get that he wanted to go home and see his family and be close to LA because that's where he was born and raised. I understand that. But when we're talking from a legacy standpoint, if he doesn't win a championship and a Finals MVP in Los Angeles, then he's never going to come close to what LeBron has achieved and accomplished in his career. Kawhi Leonard should have stayed in Toronto. I feel like that is quite evidently clear. This is just my opinion, but I can't help but imagine the Raptors losing to Boston, then Miami in the ECF, Eastern Conference Finals, and not going to another NBA Finals. There's no realm of reality where I see Kawhi Leonard not carrying that team again, taking a little bit of pressure off of Pascal, taking a little bit of pressure off Kyle, taking a little bit of pressure off Mark, taking a little bit of pressure off Serge Ibaka, Norm Powell, Fred VanVleet. Kawhi Leonard as the centerpiece takes so much pressure off of all the other building blocks, and that team was suited for multiple runs. That team was built for championship runs. Now, however, I feel like Masai has to unload Kyle Lowry and get as much value as he possibly can for him, because Kyle Lowry is 34 years old. He's only getting older. I don't believe he's going to be able to sustain the level of excellence that he has for this period of time and continue that. Fred VanVleet is the future point guard of the Toronto Raptors. Marc Gasol looked sluggish and large in the bubble, so I think he's got to go. Serge Ibaka looked good, but he wasn't getting minutes. I'm not going to deny Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse knows what he's doing. Masai knows what he's doing. But Pascal looked really, really, really unimpressive. He looked like he struggled being the leader, being the go-to guy. And if that's the case, then Pascal, again, needs to take another great jump, because he has won Most Improved Player of the Year, but he's going to have to take another jump to get to that level. Kawhi Leonard should have stayed in Toronto. Change my mind. Unless Masai has some grandmaster plan and he's going to make another great draft pick, or he's going to trade for another star, maybe Giannis Antetokounmpo, not going to happen. But you never know. Masai is the greatest GM in all sports, and Nick Nurse is the best basketball coach out there. If any team's going to make it work, it's going to be the Raptors. It just would have been so much sweeter if Kawhi was there again. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all. Stay safe out there. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, comment if you think Kawhi should have stayed in Toronto, comment if you think he should have went to LA. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I post about sports daily. It's not just sports, it's entertainment. It's the broad spectrum. We're going to have a great time with this. Again, thank you all so much. I love you all. Stay safe out there. Till next time.